guys, so it's day 5 of my fast today, and I wanted to talk about a bit more in detail of exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. I've always found that fasts are actually pretty difficult to do for me. I've done a lot of juice fasts. I've done a couple short water fasts and coconut water fasts, but nothing really to this extent. And along the way, when I've been doing all of those, I've kind of found some tips and tricks that work for me. These might help you, or they might help you find different ways for you to be able to do these really well if you need to. Because again, I do believe that water fasts and juice fasts really are good for healing if you have a health issue. If you don't have a health issue, eating high raw, eating high carb, eating whole foods is pretty much the way to go, because your body can take care of itself at that point. Your liver and your kidneys are detoxing you. They're taking care of toxins in your body. But for cases like mine, where even whole food diets and stuff like that don't work, don't really do anything, then fasting is pretty awesome. Last night was really, really difficult for me, though. I was really struggling, and day 4 for me, for some reason, is always pretty difficult, so I went to bed early and slept today pretty late, because I am finding that sleeping a lot is definitely helping. It means that the time kind of goes by faster, so I'm not focusing so much on what I'm doing, especially the fact that my life is pretty much all about food. I'm a chef, so I make food for a living, and I think about food every single day and new recipes and what to try. And my Facebook feed and Instagrams are just ridiculously saturated with food. So I'm kind of avoiding them from right now for a little while. I will be posting a little bit, but not as much as I usually do. But you can go follow me on those. I'll post a link below in the description for my Instagram and my Facebook, which are really the main ones that I use. I do have a Twitter, and I do have a Pinterest, which I use a bit. But I'll just go through how I'm doing this. So I have 2 whiteboards that I use. And right now they're both pretty much filled with stuff for the fast. So on the first whiteboard, what I have up is I have the 3 weeks set up with a daily checkmark list. So I have my checkmark list for my dextrose, make sure that I am getting enough. I'll talk about that a bit later, how I'm struggling a bit with that. And then there's the protein, which I have gone down to 1 scoop a day. I'm finding it's more than enough. It's like 20 grams of protein. Really, in general, being protein deficient is extremely difficult, especially the fact that I normally eat a sufficient diet for that. So a short-term thing is not a big deal. And then I have my water intake, which I'm doing 4+ liters. Which I'm doing 4+ liters of, and yeah, so I'm hitting that super easy. I'm basically drinking out of 1 liter mason jars, and this is just mint tea with dextrose, and it's cooled down. It's like an iced tea. That's my favorite one so far. It really helps because I have had some stomach aches and stuff. And then I have meditation and yoga, which I have to do every day. I'm trying to use this as well as something to get back into that, because it's something that I find really important, and I can do another video on what my practice is and all that stuff. And then my sleep, which I need to get at least 8 hours a day, and I'm trying to get a nap in every day as well, because your body really needs a lot of rest when you're fasting, because it's doing a lot of stuff and you don't have a crap ton of energy. So let's fix that. And then there's YouTube, which I haven't been forcing. I wanted to do every other day or so, but right now I'm just going to basically do when I feel like it. And so the other board, the second board, which I can't see so I can't look at it, has my daily requirements of what I need on it. It has, the most important thing is all my reasons why I'm doing it, because a lot of times in a fast you kind of get lost in why am I doing this? You question a lot, especially me. I have a pretty good amount of anxiety, so I question myself a lot of why am I doing this? What the fuck am I doing? And I find that writing everything down before you start is really one of the best things to do, because then you're like, you can go up to it. I read it every single day. I go look at it. I'm like, okay, so this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. And it keeps me focused on my goals and on the why, because it's really difficult to do. I feel great in the morning. Feel really good in the morning, and then it kind of like, so far anyways. I mean, it might get better. Who knows? It's only day 5. And then I write down everything that I do. So like in this, I have 1 liter of water and then half a cup of dextrose. So I'll write down half a cup under dextrose, and then I'll put a picture up. So half a cup under D, and then 1 under water, and then so on and so forth. What else do I have on there? I think that's it. So that's pretty much how I'm keeping myself into it. I'm doing a few tricks for this fast, especially because of the glucose, which I am getting sick of already, because it's kind of a really one-note sugary thing. So I was doing 3/4 cup in 1 liter, but I couldn't keep doing that. It was not pleasant. The sweetness was really getting to me in a certain way that, like, I was craving fruit. This doesn't taste like fruit. It just tastes like dextrose, sugaryness, and the texture, if you put too much in it, gets kind of really weird. So I'm doing half a cup now, and I haven't really been meeting my 3-cup quota so far. I'm not that worried about it. As long as I get some in, I'm happy, because I'm not being active. I'm just pretty much relaxing, sitting around, watching some TV, not much, but some, and doing just light work on my computer that I need to do, because I took the week off from doing pretty much anything else. So no cooking for me, which is kind of both awesome, and I really do miss it, and I'm going to really miss it by the end of this. So yeah, that's what I've been doing so far. So I wake up in the morning and I have a liter of just plain water, and then I have a tea with the dextrose, and then a protein shake, which I'm not really enjoying, but whatever, it's just for now. And then I do 2 more liters of tea, at least, and a liter or so of water, depending, sometimes 500 mils. And it's going pretty decent so far. If you watch my first video, my swelling and my bloating and my water retention has definitely really, really gone down. If you notice on my face, it's gotten so much better. And I've had some stomach aches, I've had some heartburn, I've had all this stuff, but it was to be expected when I did all the research into what this was all about. Although people were not doing the same thing I am. When you have IBD and digestive issues, a lot of the times it'll aggravate it for a bit at first, and then it'll settle down. And it did settle down yesterday at the end of the day, which I was really happy about, because cramps are not fun. But yeah, so that's my update so far. I'll try to film another video tomorrow. Let me know if you guys have any questions about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and all that stuff. And maybe I'll just go into detail more about what SIBO is, and to see if maybe it's something that you would want to get tested for and check out. So thank you for watching, and if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you guys want to keep following my healing journey and my recipes and all this other stuff. So I have a bunch of other videos you guys can check out. So have a good day. Bye.